Hey YouTube, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be giving an example about how unexpected surprises can be difficult for me as an autistic person, and I'm going to share a computer success story that I had when an unexpected problem came up with using YouTube. But before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to ask you to please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. I got that reversed. All right. Also, please consider watching this video all the way until the end because that helps to tell YouTube that people are interested in autism awareness, autism acceptance, and even autism celebration. It really helps to get the message out to the world through this platform. I really appreciate your interest and the fact that you're taking time out of your valuable day to watch my video. It really means a lot to me. So thank you for being you. As I've mentioned in some of my previous videos, I can really struggle with puzzles and computers because the way that they work is always changing, and computers are like puzzles to me that I have to figure out. Well, as a person who is autistic, ADHD, and obsessive compulsive condition, I struggle with change and unexpected problems that come up in day-to-day life. I can absolutely panic. Well, I had a huge success in this area when a problem came up unexpectedly with a computer while posting my last video on YouTube. I'm actually quite proud of myself in the way that I handled it and somewhat patiently figured it out all by myself. It was a huge victory, and it showed me that I can do this. Well, YouTube has a new policy that you can only post videos that are under 15 minutes long unless you verify your account, which means giving them your phone number. Of course, it's not as simple as that, even though it absolutely should be. It was very unexpected because it's not something they bother to mention to you when you're setting up your YouTube channel. They just drop it on you unexpectedly after wasting my time. I took the time to record my video, type out the description, hit all the settings buttons, along with everything else that I need to do when I'm posting a video. Everything seemed to be working as usual, but it was taking longer than expected. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, it told me video cannot be uploaded. Well, that was an unexpected computer surprise for me. So the conditions were all there for me to have one of my dreaded meltdowns. Kind of like the conditions being just right for the perfect storm. And do you think they gave clear, simple instructions on how to do that? No. Well, the programmers that design this stuff need to understand and be aware and considerate that people of all skill levels need to use computers in this day and age. So they really should make it as simple and user-friendly as possible, as not everybody is a computer whiz like they are. So they need to be more mindful about stuff like that. Remember that I have an executive function deficit with figuring out puzzles, and this was like a puzzle that I had to figure out. Well, I guess the brain of a computer programmer works much differently than my brain. Computers are very rigid, and they do not allow for me to do things my way or even anything close to my way. This is my biggest fear about the future, because in the future, computers are going to be used for absolutely everything. But we're almost there at this point in time, even now, and it is very, very stressful to me. I lose sleep over this. It was complicated for me to scroll around the settings with no clear instructions on where the hidden button is for me to go through the process of verifying my account. I was upset, but I handled it quite well, and I actually stayed much calmer than usual as I tried to figure it out. I had to exit YouTube and Google it up in order to learn how to do that because the Learn More button didn't tell me a damn thing. Have you ever noticed that the help button on computers never helps as it's so vague? Well, sometimes I feel like the help button on computers is just there to mock me. It never helps. So then I took a photo of the instructions from another website on Google with my phone so that I could have them when I went back into YouTube to try and follow those instructions. Something that seems so simple was actually very complicated for me. But I followed those instructions to the letter, and it only took me about an hour to get my account verified. And then I posted my video, which was just over a minute longer than the 15-minute time limit that they have put in place for unverified accounts. Something that was so simple was hard for me, and it took me about an hour to figure out. It's not hard, YouTube. Don't make it hard. Just a little constructive criticism there. And I do say that as sarcastically as I can, but with just a little bit of a humorous twist. It's really not funny to me, though, at the time, anyways. I mean, logically, you would think that they would tell you when you set up your account that until you verify your account by giving your phone number, you cannot post videos longer than 15 minutes. That's very basic communication. And I'm the one with the communication disorder. Then they need to give clear, concise, and simple instructions on how to do that. Well, they didn't, at least that I saw. And that annoys the hell out of me. I like to have all of the information set before me so that I can make informed decisions. Well, they seem to be more interested in making you jump through hoops and figure out the puzzle yourself as an unexpected surprise. Surprise! My autism, ADHD, and obsessive compulsive condition hates that. Do better, YouTube. Please. I would really, really appreciate it. As an autistic person with a somewhat hidden disability, I felt like I would imagine a person in a wheelchair would feel like when they want to get into a building and there's no wheelchair ramp. I was frustrated. In most cases, I would start flailing my hands around in the air, cussing, and having a rant until it could possibly lead to a meltdown due to the extreme amount of stress that this type of stuff causes me. Of course, I don't like computers at all, but many autistic people love computers and technology. Remember, if you've met one autistic person, you've met one autistic person. We're all different and unique with our individual brands of autism. I realize that computers have done a lot to expand the autism community and unite us in a way that was never possible before, because we can communicate with each other, support one another, and share our life stories with one another. Therefore, I want to be absolutely clear that I am not anti-technology. I just wish computers were simpler to use and not so puzzle-like. Sometimes it seems to me like they just change them for the sake of change. And that really, really makes me struggle. That would help me out a lot moving forward into the future if they were simpler to use. But I have a feeling that computers are just going to get more and more complicated as time goes on, and I'm going to have to use them more and more as the future turns into a reality. I'm going to have to learn, but the change is hard for me. I need a metaphorical wheelchair ramp for my disability so that technology will be accessible for me to use. Thank you for watching my Neurodiverse Life. Please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching this video all the way until the end. Have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next video.